What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and the channel to grow. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos on here weekly, and I post every single day if I can. And turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. You can also call me Juice, because that is my nickname. I want to talk about the Green Bay Packers today in this video, because if you guys don't know, by the way, if you've not been following the channel for a while, the Green Bay Packers are my favorite NFL football team. So shout out to Packers Nation. If you're watching this video, be sure to like this video. Tell me if you're a Packers fan in the comment section as well. But I just don't think people are giving the Green Bay Packers enough love this year. And guys, I'm going to be very unbiased today. I really do firmly believe this, okay? I firmly believe that my Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl contenders this season. I really do. I've done a record prediction for the Green Bay Packers. I said they're going to win 10 games. I said they're going to go 10-6. I see them winning 10 or 11 games, but I see them winning the NFC North this year over the Bears, over the Lions, over the Vikings. I think that in the end, the Green Bay Packers will be NFC North champs this year, and they will be one of the top seeds in all of the NFC conference, guys. I really do firmly believe that. And really, you start with Aaron Rodgers. You look at Aaron Rodgers and say, well, Aaron Rodgers is going to be great. But I really think that people are overlooking this defense that we have. The Green Bay Packers, my team, finally, and yes, I mean finally, guys, we finally, in my humble opinion, have fixed the defense. Guys, I'm just going to be real with you. In the past seasons, I've just had hopeful wishing. I was saying, well, maybe this defense is gonna be better. Well, maybe this corner will pan out. No, listen, guys, I'm super hyped about the defense because we actually now have talent on that side of the football. I really do firmly believe that. I firmly believe it is the best defense that Aaron Rodgers has ever had on his team since he's won a Super Bowl. I love the acquisitions we made in the offseason. Listen, Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith are upgrades over Clay Matthews and Nick Perry. Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith, those two players combined, guys, have more total pressures than our entire team had last year. They are going to upgrade our edge. They are going to set the edge. They are going to set the tone for our defense. We've upgraded our pass rush. In the draft, we added a guy like Rashawn Gary, who I do think is a very good player. Rashawn Gary fits in perfectly with our scheme. He fits in perfectly with how we love to run our defense. His versatility will be loved on this defense. We also drafted Darnell Savage, a very good safety out of the University of Maryland that I do believe will start this year. So now listen, guys, we went from being one of the worst safety groups in all of football last year to having arguably one of the better safety groups in all of football. I do think Darnell Savage is going to get some Rookie of the Year talks. The guy is an amazing athlete. He had a ton of production at the University of Maryland. The guy is a great athlete, ran the 40-yard dash in under 4.4 seconds. He's going to ball out this year. And Adrian Amos next to him. Adrian Amos to me is an upgrade over HaHa Clinton-Dix. He's an upgrade, okay? HaHa Clinton-Dix was a good player, but he was super inconsistent. Now we've established our safety groups. Now we have serviceable play at both safety positions, okay? I do firmly believe both of those players are going to make huge plays for our team this year, okay? And not to mention, guys, last year, our defense was shaky last year. I believe it was ranked like 22nd or 23rd in the league last year. But our defense showed some flashes last year. Last year, we were actually top 5 in sacks. Now we add better pass rushers to that team. Now we add players like Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith to this team. And last year, we were a bad defense and we were top 5 in sacks. I mean, there's some optimism to be had there. And then not just the safety group. I look at our entire secondary, guys. Our secondary is young, it's youthful, it's fast, and pretty much everyone in that secondary can cover, guys. Jair Alexander was the second best cornerback last year for all rookies, okay? All rookies, in my opinion, Jair Alexander was the best cornerback, in that coming out of that class. Him and Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward was the best cornerback last year as a rookie. Jair Alexander was not too far behind. Jair Alexander absolutely balled out last year, okay? I think he's going to take a major big leap as the #1 cornerback this year. I really do firmly believe Jair Alexander is that good. We got players like Josh Jackson, who showed a lot of flashes last year. Kevin King, Tony Brown, a guy who we drafted out of Alabama that showed a lot of promise and some really big flashes last year. Our secondary is set, and our secondary is going to be very good for a long time. I've also made a video talking about why I do firmly believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to win another Super Bowl before his career is over. The reason why is because I think our defense is fixed. No one on that defense that is going to be starting, guys, is pretty much going to be 30 years old, okay? Our defense is young. Our defense is young, it's athletic, it's fast, and I love the way our defense is set up. Now Mike Pettin in his second year to work with this defense, because last year, I feel like Mike Pettin was kind of juggling a lot of new parts. He did some good things last year as our D coordinator, okay? But let's be real, guys. Mike Pettin, he made some mistakes last year. But I do think in his second season, working with all these great players, and now he has a better defense to work with, I think Mike Pettin is going to get the best out of Rashawn Gary. I think he's going to get the best out of Zadarius Smith, going to get the best out of Preston Smith. And then Blake Martinez, one of the best middle linebackers in all of football. He's had over 140 tackles these past 2 years, back-to-back seasons. Kenny Clark is arguably one of the top 5 defensive tackles in all of football. Montravius Adams is turning heads in training camp. Our defense is going to be able to give Aaron Rodgers opportunities to get back on the field. They're going to set up short fields for him. They're going to be able to get after the quarterback. They're going to be able to create turnovers now. Our defense can physically match up with the Philadelphia. Our defense can physically match up with the Rams, the Cowboys, the Saints, the Panthers, the Falcons. All the high-powered offenses in the NFC, our defense is built to, stack up with those teams, at least to get some stops. I do think our defense will be a top 10 defense this year. I'm so high on the defense. I really am. I think we're going to have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense this year. So keep an eye out on the Packers defense. I love the way our defense is now fixed and set up, guys. And again, guys, even if our defense is just middle of the pack, it's going to be able to help us win games because Aaron Rodgers does not necessarily need an elite defense. We got a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers that can do so many great things. Arguably the best quarterback in all of football. To me, he's definitely still top 3 in the league as far as quarterbacks go. Okay, when you have a guy like that, you don't need to have a top 10 defense. You just need to have a defense that can hold teams to under 25 points. Okay, just hold teams to 25 points. Aaron Rodgers can do the rest. Okay, he can do the rest. Okay, and I just mentioned Aaron Rodgers. I think people are starting to forget just how great one Aaron Rodgers can be and how great he is. This is a top 10 quarterback of all time. One of the, arguably the most talented quarterback of all time. To me, Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. His ability to throw the ball off platform, on platform. Aaron Rodgers can do so many things. He's arguably still one of the 3 best quarterbacks in all football. And guys, a down year for Aaron Rodgers. A down year last year was 25 touchdowns to 2 interceptions and a 62% completion percentage and a 98 passer rating. If that's a down year, man, I'll take that any day of the week. Imagine if Aaron Rodgers balls out this year. Imagine if he plays even better than he did last year. Because honestly, guys, Aaron Rodgers, by his high standard, played not as well as he should have last year. Aaron Rodgers underperformed from his high standards. I do now firmly believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to have a bounce back MVP type season. I do think Aaron Rodgers is going to be top 5 in the MVP voting this year. He's ticked off, guys. A ticked off, motivated Aaron Rodgers. He's heard the noise that he's a coach killer. He's the one that let Mike McCarthy go. He's heard all the noise. Oh, can he work with Coach Matt LaFleur? He's the coach killer. Aaron Rodgers is overrated. Bucky Brooks coming out with articles saying Aaron Rodgers is no longer a top 5 quarterback in the league. Aaron Rodgers has heard all that noise. Do not awaken ABs. Aaron Rodgers is going to come out motivated this year. Now you give him the best defense he's ever had since he's won a Super Bowl. Oh my God, it's wraps in my opinion. It is wraps for not necessarily this year because I don't think we're going to win the Super Bowl this year. I think the Philadelphia Eagles or the New England Patriots or potentially the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Those are my 3 teams I will look for to win the Super Bowl this year. But again, when I look at the future and just this year, we're definitely going to compete for that Super Bowl title this year. I really do think we're going to be in the mix this year, okay? And listen, now Aaron Rodgers has a better coach than Mike McCarthy. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but Mike McCarthy's a decent coach, but he needed to absolutely go. Mike McCarthy, what he loves to do in 2019, 2020, or whatever the year was last year, it doesn't work anymore. Mike McCarthy's not a creative head coach. Now we bring in a guy like Matt LaFleur, okay? And I understand people are going to have questions. He's a rookie head coach. I totally get it. I've been hearing all offseason. It's a rookie head coach. I get it. But listen, Aaron Rodgers has been raving about Matt LaFleur, okay? He's been raving about Matt LaFleur. He said, and Matt LaFleur actually too, Matt LaFleur said Aaron Rodgers now has all the freedom in the world. They finally got the audible system fixed or whatever that they were, juggling with in the offseason. But Aaron Rodgers said something pretty telling a couple weeks ago, okay? He said that, in Mike McCarthy's offense, it was pretty much beat your man, okay? It was pretty much beat your man. Now he says that with Matt LaFleur, he believes Matt LaFleur will be able to scheme people open. So now Matt LaFleur is going to be able to make life easier for this offense. He's going to be able to get wide receivers running open and free and make life more comfortable for Aaron Rodgers. He's going to get the ball out for Aaron Rodgers more quicker. He's going to run the ball more. That's one thing Mike McCarthy last year did not do. Aaron Jones averaged 5.5 yards per carry last year, okay? And he didn't get the ball enough, okay? Matt LaFleur is going to establish the run. He's going to, run 2 tight end sets. He's going to come with some new schemes and new great offenses, okay? This is a guy that's been an offensive coordinator in the past. I understand he didn't really work out in Tennessee, but again, Marcus Mariota is terrible. What coordinator do you know is reviving Marcus Mariota's career? Because Marcus Mariota, to me, is not very good, okay? He's just not very good, okay? Matt LaFleur has worked with Matt Ryan. In Matt Ryan's MVP season, you know who was his quarterback coach? Matt LaFleur. You know Jared Goff, when he turned around his career in his second season with Sean McVay, you know who was on that staff, running the offense potentially? Matt LaFleur, okay? Matt LaFleur has worked with RG3 in his rookie season. He's worked with a lot of great quarterbacks. Matt LaFleur is going to be able to get the best out of Aaron Rodgers. I'm a believer that Matt LaFleur is going to earn Aaron Rodgers' trust. I really do firmly believe that. I like our offensive line. I think our offensive line is going to be pretty solid. I mean, David Bakhtiari is arguably one of the 3 best left tackles in all of football. We add to our offensive line in the, in the draft. We add to our offensive line in free agency. It's a much more deeper group because last year, when players like not Dave Bakhtiari, when players like Brian Bulaga got hurt, we did not have the depth behind them to, aid Aaron Rodgers, to put some serviceable guys in there. We had guys in there that looked lost, okay? Now we have the offensive line depth. Now we've improved our defense. We've improved our defensive line depth. We've improved our linebacker depth. We've improved our quarterback and defensive back depth. We're better at safety. We're better at linebacker, okay? Our offense is going to be better with Matt LaFleur scheming guys open. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, he's bound to break out. Jake Kumro is bound to break out. And Geronimo Allison, too. Geronimo Allison returning to his offense is going to be very, very key. Because Geronimo Allison last year was on pace for about not 5,000. Whoa. That'd be a crazy year for a receiver. Geronimo Allison was on pace for 1,000 yards last year, guys, okay? And now Aaron Rodgers gets him back. Man, Aaron Rodgers' stats went through the roof last year when targeting Geronimo Allison. Geronimo Allison pretty much only played about 30% of the season last year due to injuries, okay? Now Geronimo Allison is going to have a full year with Aaron Rodgers. We have a slot guy. We have a jump ball wide receiver. We have great wide receivers overall. And Jay Sternberger, to me, is going to have a huge impact this year, okay? I like Jay Sternberger at Texas A&M. I think Jay Sternberger and Jimmy Graham and Mercedes Lewis are going to surprise some people at the tight end position. Not to mention Devontae Adams is one of the 10 best wide receivers in all of football. So, in conclusion, I like the Packers to win the NFC North this year. I understand the Bears are talented. I understand the Vikings are talented. I understand the Lions are pretty talented. Okay, the Lions have added some players. I think the Lions are going to win 7 or 8 games this year. But I trust this Packers team. I trust Aaron Rodgers. I trust Matt LaFleur. And now that Aaron Rodgers is going to have potentially a top 10 or even a top 15 defense this year, guys, Aaron Rodgers is going to get busy and do work. You give Aaron Rodgers a defense. You give Aaron Rodgers a better offensive line. You now have Aaron Rodgers working with these wide receivers for a second straight year in a row. Because that's the key thing. These wide receivers last year were a little bit, slow to adjusting to the curve of the NFL. They were a little bit slow in adjusting to Aaron Rodgers. Now Aaron Rodgers has another full offseason to work with these young, great wide receivers. I like our wide receivers. I really do. And I think our organization really believes in these wide receivers too. Because I personally thought we were going to draft a Paris Campbell. I personally thought we were going to draft a A.J. Brown. And we had an opportunity to draft a A.J. Brown or a Paris Campbell or one of the great wide receivers that were in this draft. But we didn't do it. You want to know why? Because I think our organization believes in the wide receivers that we have in our room right now. So again, I do think that now the biggest reason why I think the Packers are going to be back in the playoffs this year, why I think they're going to win the NFC North, and why I think they could potentially be a Super Bowl contender is because now they have I'm not going to say an elite defense, but they are going to have a top 10 defense this year. Aaron Rodgers coming back, ticked off, with a better offensive line, with better wide receivers, with a better head coach in Matt LaFleur that's more creative. And again, Aaron Rodgers, he's just that special of a player. He's going to remind people just how great he is and why he's arguably still the best quarterback in football. And we're going to, ask ourselves this question. Did we talk about Deshaun Watson too much? Did we talk about Patrick Mahomes too much? Did we talk about Mitch Trubisky? Heck, even Mitch Trubisky in the division was getting hyped last year, okay? Are we sleeping on these veteran quarterbacks again? Are we just, anointing the next superstar? Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of good young quarterbacks that were getting a lot of talk last year. I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to bring them back to the pack. And Aaron Rodgers is going to ball out. And this Packers defense is going to feed off him. We're going to be a good team. And I do think the Packers will be a Super Bowl contender this season. Packers fans, be sure to comment. If you're a Packers fan, be sure to comment where you agree with me and where you disagree with me as well. I love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.